out about it for a while. You know, soaps ruled the world, didn't they? There was everything from General Hospital to As the World Turns, and one of my favourites, Sunset Beach. Remember that? How bad was that? That bad it was good, wasn't it? And then, of course, the big ones, Knots Landing, Dynasty, Dallas, all of that sort of stuff. And over here, we have EastEnders, Neighbours, Coronation Street, and there used to be one with Ellen Shapiro, Albion Market. Anybody remember that? Oh, yes. Now, I have a personal affinity to Coronation Street, and let me tell you, oh, yes, I can see you're shocked. I know, yes, let me explain. Because I am the very first person to sing the theme tune of that show, which has been running since December 1960, for a track which was put together for a DVD release with lyrics. So literally, yes, I can say I'm the very first person to have ever done that. It is online if you want to find it. I think it's on my Twitter page, actually, pinned, yes. And it was a marvellous experience produced by the mighty Stock, Aitken and Waterman. And of course, as I say, part of a DVD release. Do you remember when they did all of those where you had to buy the DVD or the video, but they were never going to be shown on TV? You remember that debacle? Yes. Moving. Did I get wealthy from that? No, well, absolutely no. Did I not? Never received a penny, let me tell you. What's interesting here, though, is you can't even spend a penny now, because if you're going up north to the fictional Weatherfield of Coronation Street, they have tours behind the scenes. As I say, this is fascinating. If you like the likes of Ken Barlow and want to reminisce about Elsie Tanner, Ina Sharples, Annie Walker, when the show was great, you know. But as you can also imagine, there's lots to spend your money on, quite expensive just to go on the tour. But then when you get there, you fancy a pot of tea, maybe a couple of scones, and all the little artifacts and tidbits that you can buy. Well, you can only buy them if you've got a card. They've gone cashless. This has caused uproar, let me tell you. And it's absolutely daft, isn't it? Because when you think about it, again, you know, you go in there, not everybody's got a card, not everybody wants to use a card. But of course, the people behind this particular tour say it suits them best if people just pay by card. As you can imagine, this has caused a huge backlash and a sudden drop, allegedly, in bookings. Now, you know, in this climate where every penny counts and you have to decide where you spend your pennies and how you spend your pennies, you know, wouldn't you have thought they would have thought, well, actually, the age group going on these particular tours are definitely going to be, you know, the bulk of them over 50. Nothing wrong with that. It's just the age group that watch the show. But of course, as I often say here on the show, they don't care about you and me. No, couldn't care less. You either, you know, conform, or the bottom line is you just don't go. They won't care whether the tour closes down, because right now they simply don't want your cash on Coronation Street. Now, if you were thinking of going or giving this as a treat for someone as a birthday or an anniversary gift, would you now, knowing the fact that once the door opens, the only way you can get anything, including going to the loo apparently, is via your card? As ever, I'd love to know what you think to this particular story in the comments below. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.